Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show by DCI. It's a wise way to start the day. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Peachtree Cafe Morning Show. I'm Erin. This is Nick, Amelie, and of course, we're here with Geshe Michael. We're so happy to be here this morning. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
And today we're going to answer a question. Oh, but before I say that, we hope that you're enjoying your breakfast. And today we're going to answer a question from New Zealand from Joy. I'm going to play it for you now.
Hi, this is Joy from Hong Kong, now in New Zealand. I have a strong commitment to make a difference in the world. Recently having problem completing projects, always squeezed with time or not being able to get it finished. I want to know how to plant the seed for clear vision for my project, to have the energy to get it off the ground and to sustain the focus and concentration. More importantly, to complete with success. Thank you so much.
Okay.
That's a great question.
That is very good for us to answer. Thank you, Joy, for that question. All right, so I'm going to open it up to you two gentlemen first. Any ideas?
Nick, you have an idea?
Oh, you mean us? All right. Well, I mean, I heard her say a bunch of different things, you know. Like she's talking about seeds for getting projects done. But it sounds like she's looking for also time because she feels squeezed for time, which I also feel squeezed for time. I don't know about you. Or are you, Geshe Michael?
You go ahead.
She mentioned passion and completion and clear vision and having success for these projects.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a lot of things to like getting things, a lot to cover about getting things done. Mm-hmm. And maybe some obstacles around getting things done.
I guess for me, you know what I have a favorite thing that I already talked about at Peachtree Cafe, which is my theory is if you have a lot of projects, you can get more done. Because if I just have one project to do all day, I will feel lazy and I won't start it. And it's amazing. Like I have all day to do a 1 hour thing, and it's very difficult for me to do. But if I have 3 things to do or 10 things to do, I actually find it easier to do it because it puts pressure on me. I do better under pressure. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, I think if you prioritize your project according to what's going to help other people the most, then automatically the karma of that helps you get it done, you know. So I think if you focus on choosing projects which will help more people, other people, then it's a lot easier to do them because you're kind of letting other people down if you don't work on it, you know. And then there's more healthy pressure on you to get it done, you know. So I'd say choose the projects that help other people the most and work on those first. What do you guys think?
I think that's a really good idea, and it kind of ties into what I know in the beginning of that question. She was saying that she wants to help. She wants to really help the world, and so I was thinking that really connecting with the motivation behind what you're doing also could help make everything you are doing toward the business more powerful. And I don't know if it works this way, but maybe even diminish some of the obstacles, like make them smaller by just keeping that strong motivation. And really doing your coffee meditation on your motivation in the first place.
What do you think, Nicholas?
Well, I think I was going to say something similar to what Erin was saying, is that maybe that's going to help get the obstacles out of the way. Having such a high motivation, just the fact that you're doing it for other people is going to help to like you'll find the time. And my dad once said, if you want to get something done, give it to a busy man or
Mhm.
woman.
I
So
think I've heard Geshe Michael say that too.
yeah, I think so. And then
I am his
oh,
son.
I think that there's
Yeah.
yes, but Amelie's uncle. But so I think there's something to be said for that, and something to be said for what you said about prioritizing by how it's going to help more people. So along those lines, and what I've learned from you, Geshe Michael, is if you're feeling squeezed for time to get your projects done, then you got to fight your tendency to kind of hoard your time and do the opposite. I do this a lot, and prioritize helping other people to see their vision through and to help other people with their projects, like or help other people make their dreams come true. And I
Yeah,
almost feel like,
right now in the United States, if you go to the grocery store, the only thing that you absolutely can't get is toilet paper. And for us who grew up in the United States, it's a very, very strange feeling to go into the store and there's just empty the toilet paper. Luckily, I spent many years in India, so I have an option. But what I'm thinking is your time is like toilet paper, And in America, the nicest thing you could do right now is to give someone else a roll of toilet paper without being asked. And you kind of sacrifice your toilet paper for somebody else.
no
And
hinting, right, Geshe Michael?
there's a certain style to it, you say, hey, do you need some toilet paper? And then they go, which means yes. And then you say, well, Carrie, I have extra, I bought a lot before the virus and I got some for you. And then you go and get your last roll of toilet paper and you give it to them. And I think somehow it's kind of last toilet paper attitude.
all of a
That's
sudden,
great.
Where,
it becomes a double roll.
yeah, and actually someone then gave me a bunch of toilet paper the day after. And so I'm thinking your time is like your toilet paper. And if you're like us, like Nick and Aaron, you're totally busy already. And then you give some time to somebody else. And then suddenly people are going to come to help you with your projects or something strange will happen. Yeah. It's so difficult when there's a virus going on. It's so difficult when there's a crisis going on to share your toilet paper or your time. And I think in the worst day when you're super, super busy, then share your time with somebody and gracefully, right?
As new parents, I can really sympathize with this lack of time. And I really learn a lot from Nick, actually, my husband. He's really good at remembering to plant seeds. Even in the morning, he just gets up and he makes me my coffee. And that's like, oh, he just saved me 5 or 10 minutes. So those little things can really add up, I imagine. Just little ways you can help someone find more time.
Yeah.
And then she was also asking about clear vision and lack of clarity.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we were talking about that because we were saying clear vision, it seems, could either be that one, you're not clear on how you want to go forward with your business, or two, it could have to do with being distracted and not being able to get clear. And so we thought maybe it would be good to figure out which of those it is, and try to focus on that. And so if it is that you can't get clear because you're distracted, maybe looking at how am I helping other people have clear minds? Am I leaving other people with clear minds, or am I just bringing up lots of distracting things for them, kind of being ADD and confusing people with my way of thinking. And so I like that image of leaving people's minds like a clear lake in my interactions. And then if it's the other, where you're not quite able to figure out how you want to go forward with your business, we were thinking maybe that would have more to do with helping others to find inspiration or just planting seeds for creativity and innovation. And so we were thinking of the DCI model for,
Rejoicing.
and so, the DCI model for inspiration.
Rejoicing for other people's creativity or clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think just spending some time listening to other people, because that often helps them to become clear on what they want to do. Like people need to work it out, and some people process verbally, whereas others. So I think just sitting there and being willing to give some people your time in that way probably plants seeds for time and clarity, right? Just being willing to listen to people and help them kind of flesh out their own projects.
Yeah, that can be really helpful.
I want to put in a word for daily study.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm helping Nick. Nick is the director of the Mixed Nuts, which is the translation group we have. And it's a tremendous amount of work, but also it's it's one text each from the greatest schools of ancient philosophy in Asia. And to be in those classes for a day is to hear the great ideas from like 20 centuries.
That's cool.
In 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours. So it's kind of for me, just to spend a little time with that, like read the Diamond Cutter commentary. What's the website of the translations?
It's diamondcutterclassics.com.
Yeah, so go to every morning. Boy, if you're me, and I know this sounds strange because you're busy with big projects and in New Zealand. By the way, I think being in New Zealand is your big problem because it's so beautiful. It's difficult to focus on anything, but I would say every morning, go to diamondcutterclassics.com. There's like 18 of the greatest books ever written there. And just pick any, they're all there, they're all free. You can read any of them. You won't understand 50% of it. But to get that inspiration every morning for just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, to me, it makes my whole day, it makes all my projects much more interesting. It's like making an Indian dinner with, when I cook Indian dinner from Veronica, I open up the spice drawer and I throw 30 spices into it, And I think if you read a little bit from diamondcutterclassics.com, randomly every morning, you will get incredible inspirations to finish your project.
That's such a cool idea. And what about even just taking a moment to kind of like close your eyes and coffee meditate on how cool all of those masters and authors are, that they have those ideas, just really rejoicing for them, just getting a little tiny percentage of the good credit.
Like right now, we're connecting by Zoom, so we're all connecting by internet. But a book is the ancient internet, and you can sit with Nagarjuna after the Peachtree Morning Show. You can sit with Nagarjuna for 10 minutes, or you can sit with Chandrakirti, or you can sit with Shantideva. And like each one is the most amazing mind in 1,000 years or 500 years. And then to me, it makes my projects much easier.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
That is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, having all these projects has helped me to generate clear vision and focus, and it helps to have people that you look up to also who have that.
Also, I'd say don't be afraid of having too many projects. I know I'm a Buddhist. I'm supposed to tell you to be calm and don't do too much, but the higher teachings of ancient wisdom, they say you should be busy and you're trying to help a lot of people. So the lower teachings say go to a cave, lock yourself up, don't see anybody. The higher teachings say, go to Hong Kong, be around as many people as you can, help them, I say don't be afraid of a lot of projects.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
great.
see where we're at. Oh, we're about to hit the time where we wrap it up with suggestions.
right. Should we recap on all of our suggestions?
Yeah, I think that's a
Okay.
good idea.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start?
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that in terms of time and feeling squeezed for enough time to get your projects done, it seems like one good seed is to give time. Like even when you feel like you can't, spend your time helping others. And I would even say from my own experience, like I have some really huge goals that I'm trying to get in my life right now, like learning to translate from ancient languages, and while running the program and many other jobs. And it seemed like completely impossible to also help my wife to start a yoga studio. But and yet we did it, and then somehow I feel like the opportunity just presented itself, and I feel like I do understand the languages better than I ever have before. Like my understanding increased way more during this last year when I've been working to build the yoga studio than it ever did in previous years. So somehow my mind is more open. So that's one thing. And
we also talked about maybe helping someone else who's lacking clarity in what direction they want to go, and even just listen, be an ear for them to kind of hash out where they want to go, kind of vision board. Yeah. And something we do with our with the yoga studio is we try to find another karmic partner. So of course we're trying to help our friends Ben and Kendra, who are opening a yoga studio this year. And now with online content, we're trying to help them with finding ways to go online.
Amelie also helping. Sorry, did you want to be in the video too? You had something to say?
Yeah, my thing is just diamondcutterclassics.com. Go spend 10 minutes there, 15 minutes there every morning. And honestly, you won't understand 50%. And somehow that plants a deep seed in your mind to be more creative.
Very cool.
Oh, and we also, sorry.
Good luck on your projects.
Yeah.
And then we mentioned being firm in your motivation to help others, and that prioritizing by, which project or which aspect of your project is most helpful to others.
Cool. You guys got a question for tomorrow?
Yep, we have a question for tomorrow.
For Seiji and Noor?
It's for Seiji and Noor. And let me get back to it. I'll show it. Here we go.
Hello, Geshe-la, and everyone who is in the Peachtree Cafe today. Quite many people know already about the seed system, but not all get results. It seems that one of the reasons is absence of consistent and regular actions. Find a karmic partner is action. Do something for them once a week is action. Do coffee meditations is action. How to plant seeds of active and regular actions so that you have strong intention to act and will act accordingly. Thank you.
That's Valentina.
From Ukraine, I think.
Yeah, from Ukraine.
Okay, cool. So tune in tomorrow.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at the Peachtree Cafe morning show, and we hope we'll see you soon. Thanks, Geshe and Michael, so much for inviting us to participate.
Yeah, thanks, Amelie, for your big help.
Yes, she always contributes. Bye
guys
for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks for watching today's Peachtree Morning Show. See you next time.